Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Thank you so very much for joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And as you can see, we're sitting here in beautiful Rouses, and we're always glad to welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sins. Hello, April.
Hello, Keith. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you very much. I feel so colorful. Every time I sit inside.
I know. That's what I love. That's what I love about fruits and vegetables. They just really bring everything to life. You know, you really feel good around them.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is that a lot of people say, okay, April, we know we have to eat more fruits and vegetables.
Right.
But what else can we eat that can be something that can really be nutritious?
Okay.
And that's why we're talking about omega-3 fatty acids today.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Because we can get them from lots of different places.
Yes, we really can. Mm-hmm. And there's a few things that I want you to know about omega-3 fatty acids. First of all is, why are they good for us? Why do we need this? It is something that our body does not make. We have to eat it. And then also there are some things that we can eat that can convert into the right kind of omega-3 fatty acids. But we have to eat it. It's essential for the body. There are so many benefits to omega-3s, including support for heart health, brain health, and also anti-inflammatory properties. There's so many different things. And the fact of the matter is like you're seeing on that slide right there, is that most people do not eat enough seafood, nuts, and meat. So those are our main sources of the omega-3 fatty acids. Is going to be in the seafood department. Rouses has a beautiful seafood department that just makes you want to eat seafood. You walk up to that and there's so many options. One of the options that has the most omega-3s in it is salmon. Yeah, so that's going to be the big one. That's why I put a star on there. Okay. But you can also find it in mackerel, tuna, cod, shrimp, and then there's also supplements too. But here's the deal is that most people eat plenty of protein from meat and eggs, and they get a lot of their protein, but they don't eat enough fish. And the American Heart Association says you should eat fish at least once or twice a week to be able to get your omega-3s. You don't have to eat it every day. You can if you want, but 1 to 2 times a week is what they recommend. Now, the type of omega-3s that the fish has in it is called EPA and DHA. It's essential for various functions. So that's the kind that the salmon has. And so there are some other omega-3s, but what we really want is that EPA and DHA from that seafood. Now, if you, there are some other things. I think the second slide that we have shows you some ways that you can get that on the aisles too. So you have that, you have the crab seafood sticks right there. That also is a source of omega-3. So thinking outside of the box, you can make like a little salad with that. Seafood salad. Put it on a charcuterie board, put it in a wrap or something like that. That is a source of omega-3s. And then on the next slide, you can see there's also some on the aisles. So we think of salmon of the one that we grab fresh on the Rouses seafood department, but you can also get salmon in the packets. It also comes in a can. And then there's also the tuna, which does have some omega-3s, but not as much as the salmon. But you can get that seafood option. Sardines are also a source of omega-3s for those people that do like sardines as well. You can add it to salads, make fish patty, make tuna salad, all different things. Now, on the next slide I want to show you is that you may have heard that some nuts and seeds have omega-3s. And that is true, but it's a different kind. It's called ALA. Now, it's also essential. The body can't make it, but you have to get it from food. But what the body can do is it can take some of those ALA and turn it into the DHA and the EPA like the salmon has in it.
It allows the body to convert.
Yeah. So they're all good. They're all good. You just want to make sure that you are getting some of those servings. So thinking about the nuts and the seeds, like flax seeds and the walnuts, those are some
chia seeds.
And the chia seeds, those are some good sources of that ALA omega-3s. So you don't have to eat a ton of it. You can just throw a couple in the oatmeal, throw a few on top of your waffle and blueberries or something, put it in your yogurt. You can do some little things like that. And all those little actions, they add up to be able to have a variety of nutrition inside of your daily meal plan.
Well, it's really interesting because the flaxseed is one of those things, kind of a staple at my house in smoothies. Like flaxseed goes into all of our smoothies.
Yeah.
Walnuts go into almost all of our salads. And
Yeah.
so we add those kinds of things. Go and have some sushi with seaweed and soybean. You can have both of those. It will help your body do that. In fact, if you get sushi that's got salmon in it, then you're getting a seaweed wrap, maybe or on soy with
Yeah.
salmon, right? So you get
Yes.
the trilogy right there.
Yes.
It really, really helps.
And then you can visit the supplement aisle too. There's also some supplements. And they're mostly made out of fish oil.
Right.
So you see like krill oil, or you might see, and then they do have some other types of supplements that you can get that are non-fish if you can't have the seed. So I like to have both options whenever we're talking about the nuts and the seeds. Maybe there's somebody that can't have seafood and they need some other options.
Right.
That can be an option, but also think about the seaweed, the soybeans, those sort of plant-based options that you can get as well.
Yeah. My wife and I take an omega fatty acid every day, like in a supplement form. So it's just one of those things that we get every day.
Yeah.
And we get it from our foods too. So we're doing both as you're recommending. It's easy to get from supplementation. And quite frankly, there's so many options to get it through food, and it converts as well.
And I always recommend before you add on supplements, check with your healthcare provider
Yes,
just
check
to
with your
make sure that it works for you, because everybody's different, but just make sure that when you add that supplement on that you talk with your healthcare provider about it.
Great information as always.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular edition of Eat Right with Rouses. But don't go anywhere. I got a whole lot more right here on HTV.